for more, we turn to Michael Maloof. He's a former senior strategic analyst at the Pentagon. Michael, thanks for joining us. Mike, as the dust settles, it looks like Israeli intelligence services have a good grasp on Iran. What's your take?
Probably to a point. I don't think that the Iranians have fired off all of the more advanced missiles that they have in their inventory. And you'll notice that every time they send a new wave of missiles over, it's the more advanced ones getting more and more advanced, perhaps not only ballistic but potentially hypersonics. The other situation is that the Israelis have basically blacked out any information on what's really being hit. We're seeing reports that some of their major defense establishments have been hit that make the missiles and the drones and the Iron Dome that is protecting Israel. This is not being reported in Western media. So I think that we're due to the blackout, it's given us a false sense of what is actually going on the ground there. I would also add that strategically and geostrategically and geopolitically, Russia and China will not allow the government of Iran to fall because of its own strategic importance to them in their own political and economic futures. It would be too unstable, and it could absolutely ruin everything that they have sought to establish through BRICS and through the Belt and Road. So I think if there's a pause, and there's a possibility there could be a pause, but there's also a possibility given the pressure from internally with Netanyahu that they may want to go for regime change. In that case, it could drag the United States into it. So we're at a crossroads here. I think the indication is that if Iran has stated that if Israel stands down from any further attacks, they will too. We'll see.
Michael, you spoke about capabilities and about hypersonic capabilities. Iran has shown them in the past. Do they exist? How real are they? Why aren't they using them yet?
They are using them. That's what's penetrating. That's why I said earlier, we're not getting all the reports because of the blackouts. For example, you never heard hardly until through leaks that the Israeli version of the Pentagon was struck 3 times. That could only have been done through ballistic missiles or hypersonics to evade the Iron Dome or the sling, David Sling.
I see. And do you have an idea of at which point the force, the resources of force of hostilities will subside just because one side is spent?
Well, I think it will subside only if one side says, "Okay, we're going to stand down." Now, if the retaliations continue, they're going to only escalate. And what we're seeing is that every time there's a new wave of attacks from the Iranian side, they're increasing the number of not only the numbers but also the hypersonic missiles that are coming on in. And if they start doing them in real swarms, not in 5 or 10s, but let's say 50, 60 missiles, that's quite substantial. They already have an inventory of something like 2,000 plus that are left, and they've only shot off a few hundred. So, they were estimated to have about 3,000, 3,500 missiles in all. Now they used the slower ones and the drones initially to cause the Iron Dome to react and deplete the supplies. But Iran has quite a number of other missiles, and I would add that they're the only way. And even now, with what Israel has done, they have not destroyed the Iranian nuclear capability and know-how because it's deep in the Fordo Mountains, which is at about the 800-meter level. And even if you use a tactical nuclear weapon, with a bunker buster capability, which would require basically a B2, a few B2s. They can only go down about 500 meters. So so there's that I don't think they're going to be able to knock out as their goal is to the entire Iranian capability. You might set it back a little bit, but they have spread them out all over the country, so in some 12 separate locations. And that's monumental. And already we're seeing some F-35s reportedly being shot down. So, and those are the only aircraft really, because of their stealth capabilities, to actually penetrate into Iranian airspace. All the other targets have been hit by long-range missiles shot from outside the country. And so this is, and I haven't seen reports of missiles, Israeli missiles coming in. And that, but you also have internally.
I see.
You have assistance from local groups where they've actually brought in. And I would add that it looks like, and increasingly we're getting the sense that this entire effort, the intelligence effort and what have you, is really a joint U.S., UK, and Mossad effort. And the approach that was taken in Iran is exactly a carbon copy of what was done in Ukraine when the strategic bases were hit. So there's an indication that maybe Mossad was involved in that as well.
Michael Maloof, we're gonna have to leave it there, at least for now. Thank you for your time.
Sure, thank you.